Hey guys, let's make some pumpkin chocolate chip pancakes. But first, coffee. One of the things I thought I would do this morning is go ahead and add a little bit of cinnamon and cloves and nutmeg to the coffee grounds and give us some fall coffee to go with our pumpkin pancakes. Okay, let's make some pumpkin chocolate chip pancakes. We're actually going to cook outside. It's 63 degrees, which is so beautiful. The weather is just perfect, so we're going to take advantage of it today.
I never have learned how to do that.
Of course, one of the big things about fall that people think about and most likely associate with fall is baked goods, muffins, and the smells of cinnamon and pumpkin and clove and nutmeg. I love that. It just has like a memory trigger when you have those smells in the air, and so I like to bake. Yesterday I went over to my daughter's house and we had like a fall picture day, and we did games and made crafts with the kids, and we try to do that every Saturday. But we had a lot of fun, and we made some cinnamon sugar pumpkin muffins, and they were so good. I snagged some and brought some back home with me, but we had such a good time. Baking is big. In an Airstream, it is a little more of a challenge to bake, but you can do it. You just got to do it in stages. So I'll prep like all my dry ingredients, like the flour and the baking soda and stuff like that, get that done, wash everything up, and then I'll do all of the wet ingredients and mix those together. But you can get it done. And one thing that you have to consider though is your like baking dishes, because my muffin pan did not fit in this oven, so I'm just swapping my daughter with my bigger muffin pan for one of her smaller muffin pans, and it works out great. But you can do it. It's just a bit more of a challenge, but definitely doable and definitely worth it. And I don't know if you feel this way too, but I feel so accomplished when I get muffins out of the oven. Like, it's like I did this. So baking is definitely one of the perks about this season.
Mom cooking in my kitchen. Let's see your shirt. Fall in love with an Airstream. Heifers are the best. Good job, sis.
It's mine. Birthday.
Sissy? Sister, are you putting muffins in there? Are you putting muffins in there? We're not making birthday muffins. We're making pumpkin muffins for fall. No appreciation of fall.
Whoa. Whoa. That's yummy. Yeah, yummy, 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 yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
So Leighton, now do you want pumpkin muffins?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been converted. Earlier it was, ew. I love that muffin pan. Don't ever get rid of it.
I want that one.
It does a whole army.
Anything with it.
Okay, now we just have to let it smell good and get it cooled off.
It is.
He's like, check, check, eat. So if you're not into baking, and even if you are, another way to get that homey fall feel is by putting the smell of fall in the air. And one way you could do that is with an essential oil diffuser. So I usually just get my recipes off of Pinterest. The one that I'm going to do today is called the Pumpkin King, and you use 5 essential oils. So we're using clary sage, frankincense, clementine, clove, and patchouli. And I forgot to tell you that I use doTERRA essential oils, and if you're interested in doTERRA at all, you can just see my link below. If you have any trees in your space where you're keeping your Airstream, one of the things you can do to add a little bit of fall to your space is you can do these little bird feeders. We went over to my daughter's yesterday and we did crafts with the kids, and this is what we did to take care of our birds during the fall. And we just cut oranges in half and got all the orange out of the middle and stuck birdseed in there, punched holes, added twine, and we're just hanging it from the tree. It was a lot of fun. The kids enjoyed it, and it's one way to just kind of take care of nature during this season when the weather is getting cooler. Just like that, if we're tying,
And then you
I don't
tie
have
it
your
in
finger
here.
like.
You need to just tie it on the tree this part.
Oh yeah. Yes. Hey, Pappy. Take.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we ready to do yours?
Yeah.
Okay. You're excited. You're a bird feeder.
My baby.
You're a bird feeder. We got to take care of the birds, right? We have to take care
My
of the birds. Your birds.
It's mine. Get down. I don't know where I.
Just hold on, because I can only do one at a time, but I'll work with each one of you. Okay, so just take your turn, and I won't forget about you. Okay. All right.
Mercedes, are you in here? Oh,
Okay,
is
Alexis,
Nene
I have a
here?
job for you.
Oh, look at that tail wagging.
I'll try.
You got your Nene and Pappy.
Out you.
Okay, Lantis. Hold on. Pepe's turn.
Sissy, look at Mom.
So beautiful.
Are you the most gorgeous girl in the whole world?
Sissy, did you show Nene your pumpkins on your arms and your ruffles? What'd she say?
That's that one.
She said they're gorgeous.
Turtle.
Okay, sister, we're doing yours next. It's Pepe's turn. Who calls you Pepe? That's right, you know.
Sissy, what do I call you?
Mommy.
Ah!
Hey, welcome to the Fall Festival 2019.
You have the same problem that I have. I cut Paul's head off all the time because there's a big height difference.
Fall Festival 2019.
That's right. Another thing to do during the fall season when it's cooler outside is some outside games. Non-digital.
Nene made a lot of new videos. She's making one right now.
I don't know how cold it got in North Texas. Did you see it? It was forecast as low as 27 out.
Another thing that I do every year, and I got this when we bought our fifth wheel, and now we moved it over into the Airstream, are these word pictures. Man, you can use them for special occasions, holidays, a note to your partner. I've done that before. It's just so fun, and you can switch it out. They have all different sizes, they have different color frames, and that is a simple way to add a little bit of fall and fun for the holidays or special occasions to your environment and your Airstream. And that's one of my favorite things. So the bathroom in an Airstream is always a challenge. The only thing I really did in the bathroom is I put this small little pumpkin here next to my little tiny plant. That's about it in the bathroom. So at the table, I don't really like to put anything big in the center. This is kind of pushing it on the big limit because we eat here, we plan here, we work on our computers here, we watch TV, we hang out, the kids play games. And so I don't really want anything that I'm always having to move around because I don't have anywhere to put anything. So I just use this, and it's just a little very lightweight wooden, I don't know, candy dish or little pumpkin thing. And so this I always have on the table, but for fall, I just put it in here. And it adds a little bit of fall touch to the table. Very simple, very cheap, and this is very light, and it stores really easy in our little fall bucket. Another thing that we do is I have a few little pumpkins and I just put them in different areas wherever they'll fit in an Airstream. There's so many layouts, and sometimes you have little places to put them and sometimes you don't. That one in the back is quite big, and I think I'm actually going to give that to my daughter. It's a little too big for the Airstream, but for now I like it. I'll give it to her after fall for next year. Right now I'm going to enjoy it. And then the little pumpkin right there, I think I got it at Michael's. It's felt, it's really lightweight, it fits right in that fall box, but that big one's pushing the size a little bit. Paul's really happy I just said I'm getting rid of it, by the way.
Being the holidays, Amber likes a lot of lights, so in the Airstream we don't have much room, so instead of stringing lights, I put up a LED light strip up here on top. I got it from Amazon. I mounted the remote control inside the cabinet with Velcro. As you notice, it's got all kinds of different colors. You can change settings on it. Anyway, she likes Christmas. We got green, we got red. Now that it's fall, we ain't close to Halloween, she loves the orange. So that's what we keep it on for now, for her. She loves it, and that's what counts.
So one of the things that we do in the bedroom, because when you walk in, the bedroom is like right there, and there's the bed, which I don't really care for, but no matter what the setup is of your Airstream, and no matter how small it is, you can add class and beauty and comfort to your Airstream home. And the way that we do that is I get a neutral white duvet cover, and that's what I have. I don't change those out because they're too big to try to store. But what I do is on the bed throws, I have 3. I have one for spring and one for fall and one for winter. And so those don't take up a lot of room because they're small. They fold up. I make sure that I buy them thin because it's really for looks. We don't really use them, although we can. And the kids have pulled this off to cover up with if they want to, but typically it just stays on the bed. And so I want something thin that is not going to take up a lot of room when we have to store it. I just have one small container, and that's what I put anything fall in. And it works out. For the pillow, when I want it, I don't switch out pillows because they're too big to store. I used to. I don't do that anymore. But what I do is I buy pillow covers, and then I just keep all the covers on the pillow, and then unzip it, pull the outside one off, put whichever one I want on the outside, so I'm not having to store that. So it looks classy, it looks nice, it looks comfortable, it looks homey, and it just adds a pop of color also to your space, and it just gives you the feels, man. It just gives you the feels. I love it. I love this orange paisley. I got it from, I think I got it from Marshall's. But I got it a couple years ago, so. One thing we love to do too for fall is we just like to spend time with our grandkids doing activities. We like to be a big part of their life. Right now, while we're working, we're stationary pretty much in one place. We take weekend trips right now. We haven't really done any long distance trips. It's in my job, it's a little harder for me to get off, so we try not to go anywhere longer than 4 hours away because usually it's a weekend trip. But so we try to make Saturday family days when we go over and see the grandkids or go and see our adult kids. We like to do activities with them, and yesterday we did a fall coloring pumpkin activity.
and look at mine.
Are y'all coloring pumpkin pictures?
Yes. Where is Landon? Oh, Daddy, look at this perfect. Look, Daddy.
Hold on, Daddy's coloring his.
White salmon.
One of the things you can do in fall is open the windows and let your coach air out and enjoy the cool weather.
Another thing that I do in the fall is I have one fall scarf that is beautiful, that I love, that I like to put around myself if I'm at a campfire. It looks good, it feels good, and it's beautiful. But when I'm not using it as a scarf, I lay it across my couch so that I'm not actually having to buy another fall throw that I have to store. I just use my scarf, and it's multifunction. The kids will come, they'll get the scarf off and use it like a blanket and wrap up in it. I'll use it during campfires to cover up with, and then I use it as a throw for the couch. So it has like 3 different purposes, and that's really what you want when you're in a small space. You want something that you can use for more than just one thing, and it's beautiful. Another thing that I do is a wreath, and every year I look forward to it. A friend of mine, a very good, sweet friend, hi Tanya, we do a fall wreath crafting class at Michael's, and they do it every September at Michael's. You just pay for the little wreath, and then they provide all the decorations, and you can do a wreath. And so usually I have it on the outside of the door, but the suction cup that we had to put on the outside, it wasn't very strong, so we have to get another one. So for now, I'm just hanging it on my mirror and outside the bathroom door, and it's just beautiful and fall, and it adds again that hominess and that touch of fall that is so relaxing. Fall is my best season. In Texas, we live in Texas, and it's in the hundreds, and it's always so hot. So when the fall comes, it's just a beautiful time of year to start planning for the holidays, and I want to feel that in my environment. And again, it doesn't matter how small your space is, you can put small touches on it, nothing expensive, nothing big that requires a lot of storage. What I do with this, because this does require storage, when we had our 5th wheel, I stored them in a wreath bag under the bay, but we don't have that room anymore. And so what I do is I gift the wreath after I'm done with it. And then every year I just do another one so it's fresh and I don't have to store it. And because at Michael all of the decorations are free and we just have to buy the little wreath for like $5, I'm not really losing a lot of money on that, but it makes me happy. So there's my wreath. So the things that we've mentioned in this video are just some of the things that you can do. You can add music and all kinds of other things, but if you have things that you've done in your RV to make it more of a home, please comment below, because I'm always looking to try other things and just continue to make our Airstream feel more like our home. And anyway, I would love to hear your ideas, so leave a comment below.
I'm driving, you're smiling, just really doing nothing. That's the thing I like about you. On the highway, it's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Yeah, no, nothing's complicated with you. Hey, we're playing songs on the radio, sing along to the words that we don't know how. Brings out the wildness. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could
We hope you like this video. There's so many things that you can do to make your Airstream home feel like the holidays and just get that holiday spirit going. You can use music and candles and scent and items around your place, and just putting a colored cover on your bedspread that is a fall color can change the whole mood and atmosphere of your home. And all of that is great, but the most important thing is to spend time with your friends and family, people that you love, and just to work on being happy within yourself. And that is really what the season is about. And we love that we live simply. We love that we have less things and more experiences, and we're very thankful for all of that. We're also very thankful for you for joining us on this video.
Today was a good day to start off our fall. The weather was cool. We had a neighbor come over for breakfast this morning. We had our daughter and her husband and the other kids come over to pick up one of our grandsons. We also met a new neighbor that's going to be moving in about 3 more days. So we've had a good day.
We are so happy that you joined us, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to our video. Give this video a thumbs up. And anyway, we hope you're enjoying your fall, and we will catch you the next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Until next time.
Being with you is like being on the rodeo.